There I'll say indeed, and greetings unto you, beloved and holy friends. Thank you for joining me again. I am doing a live stream from the vehicle. I did my yoga on a horizontal surface because I think it's going to be a little bit hard for me to move my body in here, but we're going to be traveling through space and time in stream today. I think we might hit like some network difficulties like in an hour or so, but for now, while we're still in the city, we should have a relatively decent pass through. Thank you. Christian was actually there as well, Shan. Sending in some love. Oh boy, a live stream with captive participants. Yes, they're locked in a box with me. They cannot escape. They cannot run away from me right now. Well, we'll do it for a little bit. I'm planning on pulling two cards because we missed one yesterday. I'm still a little bit bummed out that we didn't actually pull a card on day 1000. So we'll make up for it today. This is Rosie. Hi, Melt. Hey, Rosie. Sending you blessings. It is Ryan's dochtertjie. Hey, Zano and Lisa. Blessings to you. It's so nice having all of you friends here. Let me introduce today's stream pick. I want to tell you friends as well, or my siblings technically, that siblings and siblings girlfriends, today's stream topic is about how if somebody has to come up to you and offer you $1 billion under the one condition that you do not get to wake up tomorrow, will you take the $1 billion? Like, unless you're insane and you have like maybe some extreme medical debt and you want to take care of your family, you might say yes. But most of us will go, no, I'd rather have tomorrow than $1 billion right now, right? And then to kind of like attach that understanding as every single one of your days, to you at least, is worth more than $1 billion, right? That no amount of money will get you to try and give this life away. And then to try and reframe, right? I had a few conversations this weekend with friends about how much money you earn can be seen as how valuable you are to society or to your family or to your friends, essentially, and how, again, right, no amount of money is going to give you more of these days. It's not going to make you happier. We have Jovan here too, sending love to our friends, the Carpanians. That's nice. Jovan is saying hi to you friends as well. So much lovin's here. Tell me how the stream is. I hope it's stable enough. Melt, siblings, and sibling girlfriend. Yeah, Karin is her name. I don't think you're friends. Yeah, see. We are experiencing city traffic. Oopsie. I'm supposed to smoke this instead. So much love is being sent. This feels like a whole different state of mind to me right now. Usually, I get to be stationary, right? Maybe I should actually do it this way. Switch you friends around so you can see the world as I'm moving through it as well. Yeah, this makes me happy actually. It looks pretty clear. Cars zooming by. This is Pretoria right now. I think we're going to a Burger King. Peoples are hungry. Hey Dan, it's nice seeing you again. Brother Bear, sending you lovin's, man. How are you feeling? Is things balancing a little bit more? Do you find yourself a little bit more calm? I've also been seeing so many synchronistic numbers. There's a 47 that just passed me as well. There's another 47 that just passed me again. I've been looking at number plates all day, trying to see as many synchronicities. I got to see a 334 as well, actually. Made me giddy. There's another 34 that we just passed. Nice. There's no amount of money that is worth losing the blessings of senses. So, that's interesting you asked that exactly, Zano. I had this conversation with John yesterday about if you could choose to either have never seen anything or to have never heard anything, which would you choose? John being a musician, his ears are very important to him because I don't think you can sing if you can't hear technically. But for me, it's sight. How about you, Buta? Sound? Really?
Lots of songs I want to hear for the first time again.
That's probably true as well, man. But I'm saying, like, literally, you've never seen anything kind of vibe. Like, I feel the weird thing is, and the reason I might actually pick sound as well, is who am I if I cannot talk? Can you imagine an Estian that doesn't know how to speak? I'll be a completely different person in that case. Day 1001, let's renew the fun. This is the way. Definitely more calm. Thank you for asking, Mel. Love you, bro. As I love you, dear Dan. I'm happy to know that things are calming down. Sometimes it takes a moment, right? But the ebb and flow is gonna ebb and flow. Sometimes we almost get sick of feeling bad and then we start feeling better again as well. Wonder if my latent anxiety could handle being behind the wheel on the left side of the road. That is something you have to get used to. I feel like it helps that we kind of have been like that, our entire lives. But it is a whole vibe. I think it's only like America and a few other countries that do it in the right side, right? Europe is also left-hand drive. I'm going back to bed, but I'm dropping off some love. Me being a backseat driver sometimes, Natalie, we drink some chamomile tea, or like put some oils on your chest and then get some rest. Heal up, dear friend. I wanted to ask y'all for some cover letter advice. Please do. I don't know if I'm necessarily the right person to ask, but if we can help, we would be more than willing to. It's hard for me to choose because I'm a musician and an artist, right? It's gonna be like a whole different fractal for you. Seeing things like for me, like I can visualize technically music. For instance, I'd be able to like listen to words through sign language, or I'd be able to like feel the vibrations of like speakers, but I won't be able to listen to what a tree looks like, right? And I feel like that's kind of where my mind is. Like I love trees so much, and not being able to see them ever would be a shame. I guess you can walk up to them and feel them. Healing thoughts while you rest. Thank you, Jovan. Cover letter advice? Fire away, man. I am pivoting for pursuing a job as an SDR, entry-level salesman position, with the eventual goal, 5-year plan, of being a sales engineer. The context starts. Again, right? Fortunately, technology wants to sell itself. So I think that's going to be a lucrative career if you do decide to go into it. Here on the side, all of these parking garages are covered in solar panels. It makes my brain happy. I was having this conversation with John as well, Vessel, this weekend, about how we can technically, as a community, invest in solar and then have our electricity costs covered, and then have all of the extra capital that is generated by that solar take care of the farm or take care of the little community we build eventually. The fact that we can generate mini... I don't know if you heard that they're actually allowing now licenses for like private electricity generation companies. ESCOM is finally getting dissolved like that.
Oh.
Look at this capitalism, even in South Africa. You can't escape it. You can only try to embrace it. Loizana, blessings to you. Holy crap, Melt is moving. Yes, dude. It's definitely a little bit of a difference. We start day 1001, in the car. We're doing food orders now. What is your friend's favorite Burger King order? Be able to get it here all the way in South Africa. I'm writing a cover letter where my paraphrased pitch is like, I have experience in tech, but my people are underutilized. I'm eager to pivot to tech sales. I feel like, sales is going to be those things that people are always going to need. If you know how to sell things, you pretty much are set for life. It is hard. I'll do I think that Bacon King medium. Bacon King meal, sorry.
Hello, can I please have 2 original chicken meals?
Getting food, sustenance.
Mountain Dew and...
Mountain Dew for my oak.
Mountain Dew. And...
Duck Dad, so much love to you, Duck Dad. It's nice seeing you, bro. Maybe I would choose to lose sight, but I would use neurotechnology to see. It's coming as well, right? Even though I can hear and I can see, I want to use neurotechnology to enhance both of those senses as well eventually. I think it's a good pitch, but I don't know how to include it in the body of the letter. Do I write about my experiences working in tech, even though it's not totally relevant? I feel, like I'm guessing your CV has like all of the jobs that you have kind of worked already in it, right? So maybe just talking about the technical part of understanding technology that you already did. Mel, the Fallen Leaves video is in your inbox for the viewing pleasure at your leisure. Fallen Leaves by Billy Talent. I'll have to go check it out, dude. My favorite my favorite item at Burger King is water. I love you, Shan. Yes, that's probably gonna be the healthiest option. Those oblong chicken sandwiches. I know how to sell things. One award for it. Not set for life. I mean, Duck Dad, you're literally building a business, bro. And if it wasn't for you knowing how to sell things, you would have already been business-wise dead in the water kind of vibe, right? So I feel like I'll stand by it. A cover letter is just a flex for your ass kissing muscles. Hone in on what the company specializes in and then what they're looking to hire. Then blow a lot of smoke up their ass. Yeah. You have to like convince them that you're willing to sell your soul 100%. It's worth noting that these are entry level 0 to 2 year experience jobs. So I think I have a great shot, but I don't know what to put into the body of it. Burger King makes me go to the bathroom. Bad, but onion rings are fire. I don't think we really order the onion rings here. Private solar is huge here, Melt. Some people I know lease the land to big solar companies. I'm trying to get my dad to do the same, Lisa. Like, it's such a good way to generate power, and it technically saves your soil as well. If you lift it off the ground, you can actually end up planting more produce that produce higher amounts of food, with the extra shade. Joy Vive joining us as well. Are we in a car? Yeah, we are. Right. I'm holding my family captive right now. They're stuck in it with me. There you are. We were missing you already. Flex your ass kissing muscles. Amazing. Dan is a given that neither one of you mean the things you say to get into the interview room. Yeah. It's like a pretending, right? How good are you gonna pretend? We're at Burger King. Yes, we are. We're Burger King right now. Capitalism reaching all the way to South Africa. Problems. Yeah, I get you, Sam. So maybe just talk about my accomplishments in the sales, irrelevant or not. I feel, if you go into the fractal of trying to convince them that you're good at sales, it's just convince them that you know what you're talking about, right? Communicate confidence in your own technical skills to be able to explain to a client exactly what you'd be able to offer them with whatever it is you are offering them from the company perspective. Talk about how quickly you pick things up and how easily you are to talk to. Holding your fan captive at Burger King. The most important aspect in sales is being able to listen. There we go. Sam, you're completely right. Because what you're doing as sales is you're basically trying to solve a problem for your client, right? That is your job. Like, sales shouldn't be you trying to extract money from the other person. It should be you trying to offer a service that is so valuable and so helpful that the other person, can't help but give you their money. The most important aspect in sales is being listened to. Okay, thanks. That's what I was doing generally. I think you got it, bro. Me moving the camera as well. Good old capitalisms. Like, I wanted to show you, friends, this as well. Show you Pretoria. So you can see, just how similar I think America and Pretoria is at this point. The urban sprawl. Cars are everywhere. Tell your dad farmers in Georgia and Florida are making a ton leasing their lands, like a lot of money. I feel like the biggest thing right now isn't necessarily the actually getting him to kind of like sign off, but finding the people that would actually be willing to do the solar installations, finding the funding, if that's going to be the case, and then on top of all of that is actually getting the contracts or the licenses, because there's like a bunch of corruption, a bunch of struggles trying to actually get yourself in. Shan loves Burger King water. Shan is basically saying that you shouldn't be eating Burger King, and if you absolutely have to go to Burger King, you should be getting the water. That's what I was doing generally. Are you threatening your family with upset tummies? No, I'm not the one who asked. Monkey Sissa. I'm not technically the one who asked for Burger King, but it is what it is. The fuck arounds. We're moving. This is cool. Yeah. IRL streaming now. Good old Sensane did mention that I'm now a walking IRL streamer. I'm getting uncomfortable with the level of capitalism. The stream is talking about 1,000 hits, and now we're going to Burger King in the city talking about resumes. I mean, it sounds kind of dystopian. I do completely agree, Duck Dad. but it's also where we find ourselves right now. Sam beautifully one day in stream or in yoga stream said to me that it's okay to participate in a broken world while working to fix it. And I don't necessarily believe the world is broken, but just as that is a fractal, right? Like, yeah, these things are real. That's real life. There we go, Joy. Exactly. Shelly, blessings to you. It's the only thing I'd ever order for myself at Burger King. It cracks me up. It's a relevant fractal of life. Sometimes we have to deal with it. Exactly. Sorry, Duck Dad. I need a job, man. Lamar. You'll get one, bro. Donkey, donkey. We believe in you, Brother Dan. We believe in the possibility for things to get better. Shantai, kan jy vir my ook asseblief my kaarte en my boekie daar aangee wat agter jou rug is as jy klaar is? Nie worry nie. Nie vinnig te wees nie. Direk agter jou. That's it. Okay. No. Okay. We got the cards, so we'll be able to pull it before we finish stream. Double cards today. One for yesterday as well that we missed. Your sky is so beautiful. South African skies does have a way of like really being significant and special. Like especially here in Pretoria as well. I love the sound of fast food bags. Give me a fry. I kind of like resonate with that as well. Like hearing them rustle around, my mind was already, generating some hunger. Dan, so sorry. I'm just playing. Get that paper, son. Exactly. It might involve some cold calling, which sucks. Calling is kind of ass, I won't lie. I've done some cold calling myself in my life, and it's even worse if your employer doesn't give you a list of numbers to call. Like they tell you to find numbers online and then send businesses, emails and eventually give them calls. The amount of cringe, like instantly you feel like you're invading people's privacy, which sucks. But it felt like I was on the trajectory. I could have stuck up for it for a while. Exactly. Okay, I'd order plenty from Burger King and then pay for it dearly later. No, please, Joy Vive. I wanna live in the illusion of I'm gonna be completely okay. Your family is so sweet to let you stream while in the car. Thank you, Joy Vive. I hope they heard that, and then I'm gonna take all of that for myself and be like, no, actually, I'm so sweet for being willing to stream in the car so we can get home early. They were willing to actually wait for me so I can do my yoga. So they are being considerate and accommodating. That's the English word, right? I'm in the truck at McDonald's, so I can't complain. Yeah, like that. The fractal of you living in America, driving your car to a fast food chain, and you're probably gonna get fast food that tastes exactly the same as the stuff that I'm eating right now. I've said this to the family, but did you friends know that one of the biggest potato purchasers in the entire world is McDonald's? They buy hundreds of thousands of metric tons of potatoes every year. Is that a Corey? Are we going on an adventure? We're going home right now. The adventure is over, Corey. I went to a festival with some friends, and now we're just kind of like slowly exiting the city. Doom doom. Do. I need to schedule something with you, Melt. I want to talk about fitness and nutrition, since you're a former fatty and now you're healthy and fit. Yeah, thank you for the former fatty. I still feel fat sometimes, Joy V, but I'd be more than willing to help. Like I feel, maybe one thing we can start with is you joining us for yoga at the very least, but I would be more than willing to help, Joy V. And dialing for dollars can be exhausting. The thing I found is that they don't care how successful your cold calling is. They care about you being bold enough to do it without complaining. Yeah, they know it's a struggle. And you actually being willing to struggle that way is commendable kind of vibe. So glad I could stop in and say hi to my wonderful family. Love to you, Corey. How's the little one? How's Eden? Do let us know how they are as well, friend. Why is there so much traffic? It's Thursday though, right? Oh yeah, it is though. Exactly. Technically, it's a time to go home for a great deal of people. Whoever is driving is aggressive. Yes, Vessel is aggressive. low hum aggression. You know, he's gotten a lot better with it, but it was in me as well. It's like one of those things where we want to get home now, right? Home is where we want to be. Golly, it's been a hot minute since we've seen a little fruit cup, right? Goodness, I bet she's a big girl now. Thinking about her as well. That's really good advice, Mel. I'm going to set my alarm an hour early for yoga. I feel like it's also okay, right? If you do get some rest afterwards, like the yoga is just basically a means to start strengthening yourself. Because I've said this to you as well, Joy Vive. It's not about what your body looks like. You don't have to have a fitness body or a fitness model, physique. Like it's more about strength for me than anything. Because you can technically, I've done yoga with a bunch of people that by societal standards would be considered overweight, but they do their poses, right? They can hold their poses. They have that muscle strength and that certainty in themselves that they are actually capable of doing those things. You need an aggressive driver during rush hour. Good for him. Yeah, take your spots, otherwise you'll lose it. It likely wouldn't be all cold calling. I do partly that, but most of these listings are for essentially a year-long training slash assessment. Then you can move up from there. I'm happy that they're actually willing to train you, dude. In that case, you might even take a little bit of a salary cut, but getting that training is going to be valuable for you as well. Not sure about what time chances though. Yoga will be at 5 in the morning. You living in California, of course. That is a little bit early. I agree. I mean, I can give you like access to other resources as well. Elo Moves like has like a whole category. I do eventually want to do that stuff, JV, but I'm not there just yet. Shanansky, your remit great. Corey, thank you for echoing love to our medicine mother. See the difference from taking them, like the emotional baggage that you're almost like slowly melting. I'm actually looking forward to taking my remedy again. I left it at home, especially at the festival scene. People will be thinking I'm dropping LSD like an insane person. Like you get LSD in like liquid form in these little dripper bottles, and like a single drop is more than enough for you to have a good time. And you take 4 drops 4 times a day. And you imagine like someone seeing me do that, bro. I'll be like, this oak is off of his rocker. Joy, get yourself over here. Become a Midwestern girl and make it to yoga at 8:30. I like how Jovan keeps, trying to convince our Joy Vive to join her, in the Midwestern side of America. Sam, it's that rush hour. Then come here, heads would explode. What? Didn't see them inside. Our car's right-handed or left-hand drive. We are technically right-handed, right? But we drive on the left side of the road. I don't know how the orientation is passing through on the YouTube side. Shell saying, if I could do one thing for every time I try to lose weight, it would annihilate the culture that made you want to change. I agree with that, Shell. That's why I try to say to you friends as well, the point isn't, having like a fitness model. Like I feel like at this point, I'm more comfortable than I've been in a while with my body. I still have a lot of body fat. My abs are still technically visible, but I'm not 6% body fat, right? And I don't think I actually want to be. The point for me more is just the things that I know I'm capable of doing. And with like my yoga stream, we technically do the exact same practice every single day. So as you get stronger, you will notice yourself changing, and you'll notice that there are certain things that you can do and you can't do. And that's the value. Just hit the driving range. Got a lot of my bad hits out, hopefully. Lol. Been golfing a lot this summer. Another way to work on my mindfulness. Corey, I'm happy you take those moments for yourself. Some weight is unhealthy. Weight, and it needs to be shed. I agree with that, Sam. Right? I feel like it's one of those balance things. Right? Like and the beautiful thing about yoga for me is the fact that as soon as I started doing yoga, I started valuing a little bit of a lighter bar as well, because it's directly related to how easy your practice is. If you're carrying, 50 extra pounds, yes, you'll still be able to do yoga, but it's going to be 50 extra pounds harder to do your yoga. So then it becomes more I'm losing weight because I enjoy my practice and I want to feel strong in my practice, more so than I'm losing weight because I want to look this way or I want to fit in this piece of clothing or I want that number on the scale. The number on the scale doesn't matter. Would not enjoy the Midwest. I hope Peach feels better soon. Utilize the thieves roller. How sweet that fruit cup. Loves the camping. I bet she thought it was the best time. I'm happy that the remedy is working. So much love. Thank you, Shan, for echoing it right back to her as well. I think I maybe missed one of those comments that you replied to, but it's okay. I do love the Midwestern though, Doc. Joy, really? Just not winter? Probably not. 6% body fat is ridiculous, Melt. I know. Anything under 50% body fat is good and healthy. That's where I think I'm like at like maybe 18% right now. I would like to get to like, 15. Ideally, with like genetic modification a little bit later in my life, I'll be able to go a little bit lower. But at this point, it's not really feasible. And you don't feel good. That's the thing, right? Like if you feel like ass and you're hungry all the time, that's not a good time. Even though you might look good, sexually, you're not looking good, emotionally. I've been losing a lot of weight, but I'd love, like Melt said, to get stronger, replace my fat with some lean muscle. We're proud of you, Joy. We'll 100% encourage you and celebrate your journey. Joe Schmo, sending blessings. We are on the road. Sam, yes, I just can't articulate that for others and also support people as they are. This is the way, Shell. I get what you're saying completely, right? I think it was beautifully said even. Like if we can heal anything, it wouldn't be to let people lose weight, but to reduce that level of like self-reflection that causes all of that pain. I feel like it's again one of those things where apparently more than 30% of people in America are obese right now. And it's like a backlash thing, right? Like we're trying to get people to stay healthy by guilting and by telling them they're going to die earlier. And even though all of these things are true, I don't know if that's the right way to try and get at it. The stream has been instrumental to my health journey, as you were to us as well. Cape Town? No, this is actually Pretoria. But on the way to Cape Town, it probably would look the same. Speaking of yoga, going to do a session and finish cleaning up. I should be back before you're done, hopefully. Miss this wonderful space so much. It's always open to you, Corey. No more than a thought away. Thank you for letting us say your name. I'm always coming from a place of having a parent who literally tortured and shamed my sister for being chubby. Our mom was also pretty hard on us, at least on me, dude. Like I was more overweight than you ever were. Mama sou my go it though. Soos my gesê het, ek's vet. Hello, beautiful spirits. Hey, Toasty Melosty. Dude, I actually have seen a few 11s today on number plates, and I'm sending you good vibes every time. Enjoy the yoga, Corey. Love you, friend. Thank you, Shan, for echoing love to our beloved ones. Yeah, I got to see Christian as well before leaving now. I appreciate that. Christian wanted me to stay for 6 more weeks, and I was like, no, I'm gonna get back home. It was nice seeing them though. They're doing well. Christian is working hard. There we go. Highway vibes, right? Do you friends feel like you're driving in America right now? Even though I don't necessarily like combustion vehicles, this morning I realized again the luxury of being able to put all of your things in a car at your home and then drive somewhere where, Vessel was going to get his braces, set, is a very convenient means of transportation. I'll agree. It's just not the best one in my mind, ideally. Okay, I think we are going to do a little bit of a shorter stream today. So I think it's time for us to pull some cards. We're first going to pull yesterday's. Day 1000's card, right? I let the deck really think about it. Give it some time. Yeah, your roads like ours. It's a joke. I don't know if you see taxis on your roads as much as we'll see them here, but we have these little mini buses we call the taxis. Episode 1001, Joe Schmo. POV Road tripping with Melty back to the farm. I like. It is definitely something different, right? I don't think we have actually done a stream in the car alone. Okay. I'm gonna point the cards away from myself. And then we'll see which one. This one here. That's yesterday's card. Except our freeway signs are green. Ours are blue. I think most of them, especially in the cities. We do have some green ones as well. I think our green ones are usually like corner boards. You'll see them there coming up. We have Zano predicting purple. We have Joe Schmo predicting yellow. How far are we in the car from until we get home? Probably still like 2 hours, maybe like an hour and 45 minutes of drive now.
2 hours and 12 minutes.
Yeah, like the ETA is 2 hours and 12 minutes from here. No, we don't have mini taxis. That's not a thing here. Yeah, I think like they're very popular in South Africa actually. They almost sell them exclusively here. Let's see today's card, shall we? Look at that. There's so many purples, a bright yellow. Like this is the card we pulled for yesterday's stream, and we haven't pulled the Traveler's Prayer in like months. Like literal months. So I feel like this card is so significant. It's such a beautiful card as well for yesterday's meaning. Y'all drove 2 hours for Burger King? No, Dan. No, sir. They came in to have their braces reset or tensioned, or I'm not exactly sure about the English terminology. And I came through for a festival. So John's mom took me to the orthodontist, and now Vessel is giving me a lift back home. We just stopped at the Burger King before we actually go through. Prediction, Wheels of Light. We'll see if the last one, today's card, is Wheels of Light. The best part of me having a vehicle is I know I have all of the tools needed for survival with me anywhere. My vehicle is dead goals. Yeah, that sense of freedom they sell us with vehicles, right? You honestly just pull the Traveler card and it's purple and yellow. What are the odds, right? Like it feels so synchronous. So let me read what it means, shall we? Card number 20. Like, especially since I'm traveling right now, right? Like I'm literally traveling. The synchrony is kind of trippy. Curiosity and adventure. That's the core meanings. This card celebrates the spirit of curiosity and adventure. The Traveler is a perfect embodiment of the openness that it takes to step fearlessly into the world and experience the many wonders that may come your way. That was like this whole experience that I had leading up to day 1000 as well, so even more synchrony. The geometry embedded in this image was borrowed from Mayan temple walls at Uxmal in the Yucatan. Crosses, steps, and angular spirals combine to create an ordered pattern. The figure raises his arms in prayer at the sunrise in salutations of another day of adventure. As you travel this wide world into realms beyond, whether physically or in your imagination, keep learning. Remain ever curious and make yourself available to a universe of unlimited potential. As you embark, a prayer flies with you, a prayer for safety, loving encounters, for beauty and expansion of your worldview, and for adventures that occur only when your heart is open, allowing you to embrace the magic. Hot diggity damn. What a card for day 1000. I couldn't have even thought about anything better. You stick magnets to their cheeks to mess with them. No, I've never done that. Sticking magnets to your trikes from the outside. That sounds cursed. Look at that. I just realized that they're on the wrong side of the road. I mean, to us, we're on the right side of the road. Dude. You're on the I love how the clouds don't move in the shot and everything else is. The stability that's created. That is the most consistent. The space of resonance and synchronicity is right here. I sure do love these moments that we share, even if they are brief. I feel like, in a weird way, Joe Schmo, some of the most significant moments you'll ever have in your life are extremely brief, right? Meeting someone in the world that you super resonate with and then not seeing them ever again. They can be so beautiful sometimes. Never knew South Africa was one of those countries with backwards roads. You should see it, when we get outside of the city. Backwards too. I was thinking that exactly, Joe. Dude, what are we doing? I missed the beginning. We are traveling right now, Kristen. We want to get home. I did my yoga outside, but I wanted to make sure that my family didn't have to wait an extra hour for me as we're driving home. So we're streaming from the car. The common thread there is that this is a country that the United Kingdoms used to own. So this is how they drive. This is true, Sam. You got the history down. Briefly, every day we get a sip. Where's Simon? Summon Simon, y'all. It's insane, and our Simon from the UK. Let's see if he'll join us before we finish today's stream. We'll pull another card. We pulled yesterday's, perfectly synchronous with our traveling vibes. I'm trying to keep my chips cold. The air conditioning is fighting me. There we go. We disconnected, probably like switch hours or something. I'm happy that you're enjoying it so much, Joy Vive. I was like mildly insecure about it not being the right thing. Are we pulling another card? Yes, we are, Zana. Let me get out of the box. Keep them on my neck again. And then we'll pull another card. I'll do from back here. You friends feel. This one will be blue. Let's see, Dan. Green and white. I feel this card here is the one. Let's reveal together. Ooh, Zano. Didn't you say purple for the previous one? We pulled the Heart Taurus card. Card number 48. The Taurus is a very powerful, sacred geometry shape as well in our world. Mel, speaking of meeting people, you resonate with in brief moments. I loved meeting Althea and Zizile. Like the amount of beauty in those moments, right? And I don't know if they remembered that much of it, but now it's like forever on the internet. Ooh, indeed. Yeah, I did. So much love. Yo, my RoboVac bumped into my full-length mirror and smashed it to the ground. I hope I don't get 7 years of bad luck. Yeah, we're reaching like points of connect. Did anyone find Zizile anywhere? I could only find Althea. I saw you friends find Althea. I also had a hard time finding Zizile. Day 1001, beep boop boop boop. Hey, brother Brandon. So nice seeing you here with us. Blessings. Joining the festival with you was absolutely incredible. Thank you so much for that experience. You friends being willing to join me is what makes the experience possible, dear Kristen. Can I just say how amazing it is that we're in the future and having the stream on the road, right? It's like, yes, usually literally, for instance, 20 years ago, for you to be able to do stability, yeah, we're hitting some rough spots. We truly do live in a cool world, Joy. Thank you for echoing that as well. Again, realizing how valuable our everyday is. Alongside this technological advancement, we can do more than we've ever been able to. Surely the bad luck rules would not punish you for the robot accident. If anything, the robot would be cursed, yes. I'm just imagining your robot has 7 years left, and then on year 7 it just stops working. I'll take it, Kristen. My bot is cleaning the kitchen floor now, safely away from my glass objects. I have had a Roomba experience, so I have had a Roomba experience, so I don't use them anymore. I felt you last night in the back of my ear, all of you. Brother Brandon, no more than a thought away, right? When you feel those little whispers in the ear, you're instantly teleported back to the space, even though it might be over for the day, no more than a thought away. There is no separation after all. Card number 48. Let's read what it means, and then we'll say goodbye for the day. The intelligence of the heart. The intelligence of the heart is that your life is worth more than $1 billion, because it is your heart with which you decide, right? You want $1 billion or you want to wake up tomorrow? My heart says I would rather wake up tomorrow. For those who aren't aware, Pumbaa is when your Roomba grabs a poo and smears it across the house. I guess having little doggies, that drop landmines would probably do that. Of course, it starts with the torus. It's a piece of sacred geometry that, when viewed as three-dimensional, looks rather like a donut. The human heart has 7 muscles that form a torus, and it is the shape of the Earth's magnetic field. This toroidal energy connects you with the intelligence of your heart and asks you to become conscious of the effects emotions have on your ability to experience life wholly. Emotions open your heart and can lead to a deeper connection of self and others, allowing you to feel more at peace and in balance. But emotions can also baffle your intellect and stir up confusion. Integrating head and heart, mind and emotions is the expression and function of the intelligence of your heart. Meditate with this heart torus, sit with its dynamic movement and really feel its vitality as you knowingly connect with your heart. Consciously experience the emotions that arise, bless what you are feeling, and ask how this may inform what is occurring in your life today. Allow yourself to feel gratitude for your very human ability to experience emotions at all. Honor the intelligence of your heart. What a vibe, Taurus and Donut. I feel seen. Love is true. The universe knows. Oh my goodness, yeah, that's so wrecked. Y'all, we're pinching a small red-eared slider that's made completely of light. The turtle left a piece of us with us for us. We actually had a conversation about turtles or tortoises. Turtles actually in the car, while I was driving to my friend's place about the duck dad. So the fact that you had to say that is even more synchronous. That's absolutely hilarious. I'm so sorry. So my coworker warned me about that, Kristen. Oh goodness. Hey Cyclone, day 1. Yes, dude. Day 1 again. 1001 is done. We did it. We did a live stream successfully. Despite the fact that we're traveling, our internet actually worked. Shan sending us her loving message. It's nice having you here as well for a few moments, Cyclone. Thank you, dear ones, for taking all networks. There we go. Good. I was worrying that I'm gonna miss the Shan message because it disconnected. Where are you going, Melt? I'm just finishing stream, Cyclone. Finishing stream for now. A little bit of a shorter one since it's a little bit of a different fractal. Okay. Shan says to every single one of us, to you too, have the most beautifulest day, everyone. I love you all so, very super, extremely, duper, hulkingly, oceanically, colossally, monstrously, mammothly, vastly, dearly, beloved, brilliantly, beautiful Melt. Siblings, Melt siblings, girlfriend, and all of you oh so, very, very, amazingly, incredibly, spectacularly, unbelievably, warm-heartedly, charmingly, captivatingly, gorgeously, twinklingly, radiantly, magically magical, adored friends that are worth far more than $1 million. I love that one so much, Shan. I think it might be one of my new favorites. If anyone thought about Nutella this morning, that's what's synchronous to me. the Pumbaa. I remember the stream. Melt was manifesting a road show, but was concerned about signal. Melt, you're here. because we're there. Love you, light buddy. Thank you, my light brother, for being a source of light on the other side of the world. See you tomorrow, Dan. Safe travels. Thank you, Lisa. Cyclone. Love you, friends, so much. I'll see you again tomorrow. Cheers. I love you.